Hey, welcome to another video. This one is on two coaching mindsets for long-term results and elite retention. All right. So the reason why I wanted to record this video today, and I've got some notes here I'm going to share with you, is actually it was a story that I remember from coaching a client as a trainer myself. And what I realized is that when I understood these two coaching mindsets, I could get them myself, and then I could use this kind of coaching philosophy on my clients. When I got this right, I had happy clients who got great results, and my retention was good. And I called this, I put elite retention in the title. What I mean by that, to be more specific, is less than 3%. And what that means is if you've got a client base of, say, 30 people, 30 clients, less than one are leaving per month. And I think if you, I'm not sure whether you're measuring your retention. I'm going to guess you're not, because most people don't. It's a really good way of understanding, is your coaching, is your training, is your program actually working? Are you keeping your clients long enough to get the desired result, or do you have unfinished business? And that's the thing. Like if you don't get these two mindsets and don't manage and coach your clients in the most effective way, you're going to be stressed out because you won't feel like you're doing a good job. Your clients won't be that happy, and they're not going to talk about you and refer people, and you'll just feel like you have a lot of unfinished business. Like when a client comes to you and says, "Yeah, I want to lose 3 stone for my wedding," and then they kind of make a good start, they get a bit stuck, and then you just never see them again. And you're like, "We really wanted to get you there, right?" That's what we do. So I think if we can, what I wanted to do is share these mindsets with you and a bit of the theory behind it, and from this kind of coaching and training capacity, from the experience that I've learned, and I hope that you can take something away from it and use it for you and your clients. Okay, so if you don't know, my name's David. I was a PT for 15 years. Now I coach PTs on how to grow a successful business and get to consistent 5K months. Company is called Velocity, as you might well know, and I do this with my best friend Craig. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So now, two coaching mindsets. I want to tell you the story of a client. I'm going to call her Rebecca. All right. Now, let's say Rebecca. She's kind of mid-40s. She has a couple of teenage kids. She runs a business. Kind of busy woman, loves her social life, but really wants to get into good shape. She's been out of shape in the past, and she wants to get back into good shape, lose a bit of weight, feel strong, energize. Let's say typical stuff. The problem is that there's lots of other factors in her life, as with most of your clients, right? They have a family to look after or engage or to spend time with. They have a job or a business that they need to attend to and put a lot of energy and time and attention on. They might have lots of social events, right? That could be work related or not, that they want to be part of. They want to live their life. They've got holidays, they've got events, they've got stuff going on. And there could be other big parts, but we've got some big moving parts there. And what they do is they have all this stuff, and they come to you with a challenge, and they say, "I want to get really lean. I want to lose weight. I want to get strong." And they're asking you to kind of get this outcome, and it's up to us as coaches to help them understand what is required from them in order to achieve that objective. Because here's the big problem: is they don't know they don't know what it's going to take. They don't know the effort. They don't know the time. They don't know how much. They don't have the skill set yet in the various areas of nutrition, training, lifestyle, like kind of lifestyle management, that they need to know and understand in order to achieve the outcome that they're chasing for. And it's up to us to help them understand. Right? Our job is to help them understand what is required and what the kind of plan and the journey looks like. Then to select the right strategies that they're going to follow, like the right training program, the right nutritional program that they're going to follow in order to get the body and the kind of state of health and fitness that they want, right? Because there's not just one way to get someone there, right? And then finally is to then guide and support them through that journey, to train them in the specific program, to guide them and help them understand and to make better nutritional choices and whatever else it is that you do to get them there. And that's our job. That's what we've got to do. They don't know how to do it. So we've got to get them to understand it first, and then we select the strategies, and then we guide and support. So the problem with Rebecca was that this is where it comes to the two mindsets. And it's a bit of language here that you've heard before. We've got a progression mindset and we've got a maintenance mindset. And first of all, the big lesson here is that one is not better necessarily than the other. Right? I think there's a bias in our mind that we need to be pushing, progressing like as much as we possibly can, and we're the ones like we're cheerleading our clients, being like, "Come on, you can do it. Let's push. Let's go for it." But when you step back, what a really good coach does is really works hard to understand what the other factors in that individual's life are, what impact they're having on the individual, and what energy, time, and attention is left for you to work with in any given moment. And with Rebecca, what happened was, in the past, she thought she was progressing. She thought she was ready. She thought she had everything like in place to be able to get the results she wanted. But the reality, when I dug deep and I asked questions and I let in, is that I realized that she had lots of stuff going on. There was new deals in the business being done. There was a lot of family like stress and things going on in the family, and there was, I think there was the recent death or something at the time in the family. So there was a lot that she was managing and doing. Holiday to plan as well. I think that there was something else going on. And so what we said was that let's be realistic. Like, how much time and energy and attention do you have right now in order to allocate towards this thing that you want? To lose a stone and tighten up your nutrition and get strong and get fit and get lean. And reality it wasn't loads. So what we had to agree on was that she was actually in a maintenance mindset. And that's where we were. That's kind of what we had to agree on. And what happened was, when she accepted that and said, we're going to be here and we're not going to get stressed if we don't make loads of progress, but what we are going to do is avoid loss. And this is a really important point about the maintenance, because we're going to have to be in this maintenance zone for significant portions of a year with a client. And it's up to us to make them understand that this is necessary. We have to be here when things get a little bit crazy. And if we do this right, we're going to avoid the loss, the wastage of the good work that we put in a previous progression mindset and period. Because people are very motivated to do things that mean they won't lose stuff they already have. More so, actually, than gaining something they don't already have. We are more motivated against the fear of loss than we are on the prospect of gain. So the maintenance mindset is a very key thing to kind of communicate with your clients, because just because you're not progressing or the client isn't in a position to progress, it doesn't mean they can't remain your client and you can provide a ton of value. All right? And say that again, maintenance is necessary. And maintenance is valuable because if you can help your client understand that being in maintenance and keeping things ticking over is so crucial, because if they don't, they will lose the gains that they'd achieved before. And if we can help them understand that, then it takes pressure off both you and the client. Because the client isn't thinking, shit, I'm not getting the results that I'm paying for and I'm putting all this effort in and I'm getting what I want. And you're not thinking, I'm a shit coach because we're trying to get these results and it's just not working. So when we realize, we lean in and we ask the questions to understand the environment, the circumstances under which our client are kind of in, they're subject to, we can then figure out together whether we're in which zone we're in. And if we're in progression, it's like, okay, cool. Now is when the pressure ramps up. We're going to put we're going to put the targets in place. I'm going to push my client and I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to work them and I'm going to follow them up and I'm going to challenge them when they don't hit the targets, because we're going to work together trying to make sure that we're doing anything that's necessary to get the goal. And if we're doing that, we're in the progression mindset. So the ongoing management of this is crucial, because if you want elite retention, less than 3%, and you want to keep your client base really solid, and if you want those great results over the long term, because you can't always be smashing it, right? Can't always be smashing it. We have to constantly lean in and check in, like, which of these two modes are we engaged in? Which of the two circumstances are we in? And if we can do that and review this regularly on a regular basis and just check in and say, are we in the right place? Then you'll be happy, your clients will be happy, and all situations good. So anyway, I hope that was good. I hope that was helpful. Again, my name is David. I run a company called Velocity. My best friend Craig. We work with personal trainers to help them scale their business up to consistent 5K months. And if you want to come work with us, if you want some help growing your business, reach out, drop us a note. We can have a chat. But until now, I hope it's been helpful. Again, just give us a thumbs up or a like or a comment below. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video.